Since its founding in 1906 by the Presbyterian Church of Evanston, Christopher House has been working to close the opportunity gap by helping low-income, at-risk families succeed in school, the workplace, and life. To learn more about their family of schools and immersive family support, let's welcome Lori Ann Boss, Christopher House's Chief Executive Officer. We also welcome Gloria Kutchenberg, their Director of Family Support Services. And we welcome Lois Hartung, Christopher House's Women's Auxiliary Group Coordinator and liaison to the First Presbyterian Church of Arlington Heights. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Why did the Presbyterian Church of Evanston found Christopher House?
So Christopher House was again founded in around 1906, right, as part of the settlement house movement. And I think Presbyterian churches were involved in some of our peer agencies as well. And it really was to build on their mission of social justice and to help new immigrants that were coming into the country at that time.
Lois, tell us a little bit about how you've seen Christopher House evolve.
Well, I do have a long history, probably 26 years. I came because I heard their story told in my church, and I wanted to be a part of that. The auxiliary has been in existence for longer than I have been involved. At first, they were involved in a thrift shop. At first, they were involved in preparing lunches for the people that came. I have a girlfriend who, more than 80 years ago, moved to Chicago, to the Greenview neighborhood, and she remembers going to Christopher House to meet friends because they were new to Chicago and new to the language even. Her parents spoke German. So that kind of service Christopher House has provided. They didn't have a school when I first started. They didn't even, I think they had childcare, but it was on a very abbreviated level. And the auxiliary has just tried to bring that message to our churches. The churches involved are Park Ridge Presbyterian, Barrington, Southminster Presbyterian in Arlington Heights, and of course Arlington Heights First.
Tell us about the schools and what they offer the community.
We have 3 schools. One by Logan Square, the other one at Uptown, and the other one in the area of Belmont-Cragen. We offer preschool, so we take babies 6 weeks, as early of 6 weeks, and we have also a charter school. Our charter school goes until 8th grade. We serve over 4,000 families a year, and we offer food pantry, emergency services, holiday program, and parent school. What that means is we offer parents an opportunity to become better parents and learn about parenting skills. We have a social worker in each of our schools that provide parenting skills, but also extra support to the kids in the classroom and to the teachers, providing tools to the teachers to help the kids in the classroom. We have a curriculum of parenting. The intention with the curriculum is to help the parents to navigate the difficulty to be a parent. We provide food pantry twice a month. And we provide a holiday program every year, and also we provide any other connections with other agencies that do services that probably are more specialized than Christopher House.
Share some stories of the people you serve.
This past year we have a family that we have a program called home visiting. So we were visiting this mom, a single mom, and when she was pregnant. A couple months into the pregnancy, she found out the baby will come with a severe defect, a genetic problem that didn't have any solution, really. So doctors were preparing her for this situation, and in the meantime, we were supporting her with prenatal care and mental health for her. Baby was born, and baby have to have a feeding tube. as one of the part of the genetic situation. So the family stayed with us. We were able to support her with breastfeeding and all of the postnatal care, and start the process to enroll that baby into our early childhood program. Took a long time because the baby, due to the procedures and the care, needs a nurse almost every day. Took a couple meetings and a lot of logistics, but we were able to enroll the baby when the baby was 4 months. The baby had to have a nurse all the time when he was in our center, and a lot of the teachers have to learn how to feed him and how to take care of him. But because of that, mom was able to go back to school and continue with her education. We have another family that last year mom passed in the middle of the year. The family has a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. In the middle of the year, mom passed and dad became a single parent. It was a really hard moment. This mom was really involved in their education, and she was always volunteering in our school. And the situation was really, really hard. And it was the moment where they didn't have any other family in the States. Christopher House was their only family for them. But we were able to make sure the kids stay with us 7:30 to 5:30 every day. Dad had to accommodate his hours of work and become a single parent. We provide social work to them because it was really hard for them to understand what happens with mom. And right now, the 4-year-old transitioned into our charter school. He is in kindergarten, doing really well. It's still not an easy process for them, but he's doing really well. And the brother is in our preschool classroom, transitioned to preschool, and is doing really well, and that is working.
How does the spirit of the Settlement House movement continue to inspire the mission of Christopher House today?
You know, when I hear that question, I think of a favorite quote of mine. It's by an educator and philanthropist, a psychologist, Margaret Mead, who states that never doubt that a few committed, passionate citizens can change the world, because in fact it is the only thing that ever has. And so it is that spirit of immersive service. It is that spirit of social justice. It is that spirit of giving every child and family the opportunity that more affluent peers may have, right? Leveling the playing field. And I think that reverberates in Christopher House on a day-to-day basis and through all our stakeholders.
I see it as a social responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How can people get involved in Christopher House and support the work?
It does take thoughtful, committed citizens, and that involvement can be through in February, we have a readathon, so we're looking for people to donate books and be rockstar readers. It could be through donations through the food pantry. It could be mentoring one of our, in 2021, our first graduating class of 8th graders will be heading off to high school, and we're still looking for mentors for some of those kids. So it's through volunteerism, through donations of goods and services, and, cash is always good. We appreciate that kind of financial commitment and investment as well, because we need that to continue to do the work we're doing as well.
Lori, Lois, Gloria, thank you for joining us today. I'm Jackie Marquez for Different Drummers and the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministries. Keep the faith.